If you enjoy anime, be sure to come on down for 31 days of anime over on Mystic Sage. Also follow our TikToks for daily Pokemon and anime content. Links for all of those will be below. The original Pokemon anime definitely had some interesting characters. Quite a few of them on the roster were all well-respected Pokemon trainers. Who is the strongest though? That's what we are going to find out today. In this discussion, we will be covering trainers from the original Kanto anime and the Orange Islands. So that said, let's hop into it. The first trainer we should consider for the title of strongest trainer in the original anime is none other than Gary Oak. While Gary became stronger throughout Johto, Sinnoh, and even Journeys, that doesn't mean he wasn't strong in Kanto, because he is shown to be a very formidable trainer who completely outclassed Ash in almost every way. There's also the fact that we only actually saw Gary lose a battle on screen twice, one of those being against Mewtwo, so it's understandable. He also managed to win 10 badges in the original series, when you only need the required 8 to take part in the league. Gary also has a huge arsenal of Pokemon available to him. As stated in the episode Showdown at the Poke Corral, Gary has caught over 200 Pokemon, meaning he likely has a counter to any opponent he would have to face. That being said though, Gary did lose to a random trainer in the Indigo League, pretty embarrassingly as well, so he probably isn't the strongest. Then we have the third Kanto gym leader that Ash faced, Lieutenant Surge, and this trainer managed to be Ash's first real hurdle on his journey, because for his first 2 badges, he was basically awarded them for things that didn't relate to the actual battle. This one was different though. Ash earned the badge by beating Surge, but it was a close battle and involved a really good strategy. It's also worth noting that while Surge did evolve his Pikachu into Raichu really early on, causing it not to be able to learn certain moves like Agility that ended up giving Ash the advantage, it does have a lot of raw power moves like Mega Punch and Mega Kick, which showed off its strength nicely. Unfortunately, we just didn't see much of Surge to know if he has any other formidable Pokemon on the same level as Raichu to consider him the strongest OS trainer. Next up is Blaine, probably the strongest Kanto gym leader in the anime. Blaine's Ninetales literally brought the heat in their first battle, easily one-shotting Ash's Squirtle despite the type advantage. Then, Ash sent in Charizard and Blaine sent in Rhydon. Charizard decided to be lazy as per usual and didn't battle Rhydon, so Pikachu stepped in. Apparently in the anime, if you aim for Rhydon's horn, you can damage it with electric type moves. Honestly, you can't really count that against Blaine because honestly it was utter BS. After that, Magmar stepped in to finish the battle and easily defeated Pikachu. In the rematch is where Magmar got his time to shine though, because it dished out many attacks and withstood a lot of them against Ash's Charizard, but eventually was defeated. Unlike the other two, Blaine has shown his whole team is formidable and definitely deserves to be in the conversation. Now we have Drake, and even though he lost to Ash in the Orange League, he still deserves to be in the discussion for strongest trainer in the original anime. Drake is the final test any trainer has before getting the Orange League trophy. And in the anime, it was said that Ash was the first person in history to beat Drake as the Orange League champion. And that's not just empty words, because if you take a look at Drake's incredibly stacked team, you'd understand why. He always starts off with Ditto, which was also said that most people never even get past that Pokemon. Once you get past that though, you'll have to worry about an Onix, Gengar, Venusaur, and Electabuzz, which are all tall tasks to overcome in their own right. But the stinger here is that his final Pokemon is a Dragonite. And dare I say it, this is probably the strongest Dragonite in the entire anime other than maybe Lance's. Not only did it take out 3 of Ash's Pokemon, those being Charizard, Squirtle, and Tauros, but it also knows a staggering 10 moves total. Before we get into the best of the best, there's one more trainer I want to talk about. That trainer being Ash. Yes, I know Ash wasn't depicted as a super strong trainer in the original anime, but based on my judgment, these other trainers I've talked about aside from Gary, Ash managed to defeat all of them. He managed to do that with his strategic thinking and his unique ability to overcome nearly any opponent. It's also worth mentioning that he did have a good amount of strong Pokemon in the original anime, Pikachu and Charizard being prime examples, but also some other Pokemon like Lapras, Bulbasaur, and even lesser used Pokemon like Tauros and Kingler. So he deserves a quick little mention here. Getting into the first of the strongest, we have Bruno. Now, much like Lieutenant Surge, we honestly didn't see much of Bruno in the original anime. In fact, he only showed up once, and it was basically a filler episode. So Bruno might as well be considered a character of the day. That being said though, we know from the episode that in the anime universe, he is in fact a member of the Kanto Elite Four, and simply because of that, he deserves to be considered one of the strongest. Unfortunately, we did not see Bruno battle even once. The only Pokemon of his we saw was the Onix that he caught in the episode, and his Hitmonchan that Ash and Brock saw on a video. We also get to see some knowledge and wisdom about being a Pokemon trainer from Bruno in this episode. That shows he definitely has a lot of experience, so we can infer that he is a formidable trainer just by this episode alone. Giovanni, being the leader of Team Rocket, always had an elusive air around him, but seeing as he managed to become the head of a criminal organization, he definitely has to have a lot of strong Pokemon to back him up. And we've seen that with his trademark Persian, as well as some others like Golem, Kingler, Machamp, and Rhydon. He also has the benefit of using evil schemes to control Pokemon like Meloetta, Landorus, Tornadus, and Thundurus. What also sets Giovanni apart from the rest is the fact that for the majority of the original anime, he had control over Mewtwo, meaning he was probably the strongest trainer in existence at that time. If he had managed to keep Mewtwo, once Ash's Orange Island journey started, he would definitely be the strongest trainer then as well. Also, I say majority of the anime, but you guys tell me. All the trainers we have talked about today are very formidable, especially the previous two I have listed, but the strongest trainer in the original anime is definitely Lorelei. Or Prima, because that's what she's called in the anime. Much like Bruno, she only ever appeared in one episode, and it was during the Orange Islands. But during that episode, we saw 4 of her amazingly strong Pokemon. Cloyster easily defeated Ash's Pikachu, Dugong defeated a random trainer's Marowak, Slowbro took out Ash's Charizard and a trainer's Machamp, and Jinx got rid of Team Rocket. That's a pretty impressive resume for just one episode. And not only that, she is also an Elite Four member in the anime as well. The thing that puts her above the rest though, is the fact that in the anime, she is considered a Pokemon Master. Now they never really state what a Pokemon Master actually entails in the anime, but other than Mewtwo in the first movie, Prima I believe is the only character in the entire Pokemon anime that got referred to as a Pokemon Master, meaning that she very well could be the strongest Pokemon trainer in the original Pokemon anime. Well, that wraps up this analysis. What did you guys think? All of these trainers were pretty freakingly strong for their debut, especially Giovanni having Mewtwo. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm loving writing about Pokemon anime content as well, so be sure to let me know what kind of anime content you want to see next. Hey, welcome to my new outro. A big thank you to everyone for watching the video. I want to give a huge thanks to my phenomenal team, and for the amazing art done each week by Danny the Demon. I couldn't do all this without them. If y'all enjoyed the video and want to see more content like this, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Be sure to leave a comment too, it really helps us out. I have a brand new TikTok for Mystic Umbreon, and I've got a goal to get the 10k followers over there. If we can hit that goal, I'm going to pick a random video suggested to me by you guys and do it. So go over there and leave a follow. Also over on Mystic Sage in the month of July, I'll be uploading 1 video a day. We've got content from My Hero to Demon Slayer to Black Clover. So come over to check it out. And also check out Mystic Sage on TikTok. Finally, I've got an Amazon store where we sell tons of Pokemon and anime products. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mystic Umbreon, and I'll see you next time with some more amazing Pokemon content.